In this video, we will discuss at what point a business case is used in a project lifecycle. It is used in the initial business case before resources are committed, as the initial business case flows from the results from a feasibility study given high-level requirements, options, costs, and benefits. Then it can also be used at the benefits realization check stage. As after deployment, and once the solution has been operational for a while, the business case should be revisited to see if the planned benefits of the project have indeed been realized. Now we will study the structure of business. Introduction. It sets the scene and explains why the business case is being presented. Then comes management summary. To write this, 3 paragraphs should suffice, which include what the study was about, what was found out, and issues under consideration. Then comes the description of the current situation. Here, the current situation is explained, and the problems and opportunities are identified. Recommendations are another part of the business structure in which the business case is summarized, and the decisions that the senior managers are being asked to take are set out. Now further in this slide we will study the CARDI log. Constraints are the first part of CARDI log. Constraints on any project can be defined as the iron triangle: time, cost, or resources, and product/quality. Then come assumptions. The business case, and thus the project, may rest on certain assumptions. For example, that government funding may be available for part of the project. These assumptions should be documented and actions identified to test whether they are valid. Then come risks. A risk is any potential event that may adversely impact the project or delay the project timeline. Then come dependencies. The project often has dependencies on other projects or may be depended upon by other projects. For example, a project to introduce a new IT system may depend on a project to recruit people with the required skills. Last are issues. An issue is something that has occurred on a project that could have an effect on it, for good or ill, and therefore needs to be managed. In this slide, we will discuss what are investment appraisals and appraisals techniques. First, we will define what is investment appraisal. Investment appraisal is the analysis done to consider the profitability of an investment over the life of an asset alongside considerations of affordability and strategic fit. Now we will discuss the techniques. First is payback period calculation, an investment appraisal technique where a cash flow forecast for a project is produced using the current values of the incoming and outgoing cash flows. No attempt is made to adjust them for the declining value of money over time, also known as break-even. Second is discounted cash flow, an investment appraisal technique that takes account of the time value of money, the annual net cash flow for each year following the implementation of the change is reduced, discounted, in line with the estimated reduction in the value of money. Last is internal rate of return. It is a calculation that assesses the return on investment from a project, defined as a percentage rate. Now we will discuss payback and discounted cash flow in further detail. Payback period in capital budgeting refers to the time required to recoup the funds expended in an investment or to reach the break-even point. Now comes discounted cash flow, DCF. It is a valuation method used to estimate the value of an investment based on its expected future cash flows. This slide shows IRR with the example established. This is a calculation that assesses what sort of return on investment is represented by the project in terms of a single percentage figure. So, for example, if the IRR of a project is calculated at 3% and current bank interest rates are 5%, then on financial grounds alone it would be better to put the money in the bank. One way of calculating the IRR is by trial and error. For example, setting up a spreadsheet and trying different discount rates until an NPV of 0 is produced. Microsoft Office Excel has an automated function to do this. I hope you learnt something productive. Let's see you in the next video where we will understand business requirements.